Okay, we are doing marketing analytics with R. Uh, Actually, today's video will focus on doing a model comparison using ANOVA test. So essentially, what this video will do is we're going to understand how to compare create models first, and then compare models to identify any significant difference among the models, between the models if you are running a couple of models. So that's what we're going to do. So without any further ado, let's dive right into our studio. I'm going to upload this dataset from an external source. This is the website that I'm going to get it, and I'm going to use read CSV. This is a CSV file, and I'm going to name it as customer segment. As the new name for the data set. So we created that one. Let's do the initial inspection. I'm going to use the head function, customer data set, and then I'm going to use the tail function for the customer data set. And then the structure of the, let's check the structure of the data set. Oops. So you can see that this is a data frame with 300 observations and 7 variables. You have age, gender, income, kids, home ownership, subscription, and the segment. You can see income and the age to be numerical, and kids, number of kids to be integer, and then you have all the rest as character variables, or in other words we call them categorical variables. Okay, now that we have done the basic inspection on the data set, let's build some models. As you know, we are going to use AOV when you fit in new models. So let's first of all we'll try to understand with the question mark what this AOV function is. When you fit an analysis of variance model, this is the function that you're going to use. So I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to pick the, let's say income. We want to find out the average income of this data set over the segments, over the segment, across the segment. So data we're going to use is customer data set. That's what we're going to use. If we hit this one, no issues with that. I'm going to give a new name to this one. I'm going to assign a new name saying, let's say, what do we say? Income segment compare. Income underscore segment comparing. That's the first model that we're going to create. And then I am going to run this one. I saved that one. Let's create the second model, which is, let's try to figure out income with the segment and the home ownership, both. How the segment income is, influenced by the segment and the home ownership, or is if there's any difference between the home ownership and the segment in relation to average income of the customers in this data set. That's what we want to find out. So I'm going to say income underscore income underscore segment underscore home own. Okay, let's give that name to AOV. Let's fit the model. Income tilde. This time it's going to be segment. Plus we're going to add the main model, therefore I'm using the plus sign, segment, and the home ownership. OWN home, and then we're going to call the data set. Let's say data equals customer. Okay, this is our second model, and we are going to save it under the name incomes and underscore segment home ownership. Okay, let's run that one. Let's build the third one also, fitting the model with a new name. What's the name that we can think of? Let's do an interaction here. Income underscore segment underscore home underscore home underscore interaction. That's what we're gonna save it under, the new object. So let's do AOV function to fit the model. Income tilde segment interaction. We're looking at the interaction plus the main model, so we're using the multiple sign or the star sign, and then segment and the own home, comma, the data equals customer segment. Let's look at the three models. So first one, we are going to look at how income varies across the segments. The second one, we are looking at how income varies across segments and the home ownership. Third one, income varies across segment when the home ownership interacted with the segments. That's what we are trying to understand. So let's run that as well. We created all three models. Now we want to see if we are going to make a comparison here. Like I said, we are going to make a comparison, so model comparison. So let's try to understand if there's any difference across these three models. If there's a difference, and whether that difference is not statistically significant. So we're going to run an ANOVA. ANOVA on the first one is income home compare, one income segment compare. First one, that's a model one, comma. Second one, income segment home own. That's the second one. Third one, income interaction. So these are the three models that we're going to see if there's any difference across these three models, and if there's any difference, whether that difference statistically significant. That's what we're going to try to find out. So looking at the model comparison, this is the model one. If you look at the console, you will see that first model is income and segment, the second model is income segment and the home ownership, third one is the interaction. See the interaction, segment and the home, that's the interaction that I'm using. Okay, so based on the p values, these two are not significant. The reason because these two actually do not have any value, p value less than 0.05. So in other words, there are no significant difference. That's what it says. So in other words, it says uh, uh, model 2 and 3 does not have uh, any significant difference uh, in terms of the income. However, the first model, which is the first one, it 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 is the only one that is significant. It does not have the p-value provided. So here the p-values are higher than 0.05. So this is the best model. Not the best model. This model has uh, the significant difference. That's what it says. Uh, uh, all the both the other these two are not statistically different between the models. That's what it says. I hope this helps, especially when you want to understand or investigate any statistically significant difference among many models that you create. Uh, that's about it. I will see you soon with a new video.